can't wait to bust her open. Whoa, pause. So hey book besties, I did make a purchase. I'm so naughty. So I was just casually waiting at home by the door, staring through the peephole, waiting for the mailman to come. And look what arrived. I'm so excited. I swear buying things is the best thing ever, and I really don't want to keep doing this, but I have a problem. I hope there was no ads popping up here. By the way guys, I bought this with my own coins. I'm not being sponsored, and I didn't even get sent it for free. I had to use my own money. It's gonna be a little cozy video, so hopefully you've got your blanket, something to drink, or if you got me in the background, then that's fine. I'm drinking me a little chai latte. Is it I don't know what makes it a latte. I don't think it's a latte. I think it's just a chai tea. Is it a latte because it has milk in it? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, that's not important. This is what's important. So you already know that I own a Kindle Paperwhite, and honestly, love her to bits. She's great. But recently, I've been wanting to read more books from my library, and we all know you can't do that with the Kindle if you live in the UK. I think people in Canada and Australia have the same problem, which is getting really annoying because you know how many free books I'm missing out on. So I decided to spend money on it. Sounds very stupid. Not to mention the fact that you don't own your books on the Kindle, which is kind of annoying because I've been falling victim to those 99p deals on Amazon, and I'm so convinced I'm gonna create a little library over here, and I'm never gonna be able to leave Kindle, and I don't want that to happen. Also, hear me out. Maybe I'm just fishing for reasons here. These Kindles are so uncomfortable. Why would you put the button at the bottom? Like this is how I hold my Kindle. Every night I click this Kindle back to sleep, I have to click it back on again. It's very minute, but it's very annoying. I just feel like whoever designed Kindles doesn't read. Like I just feel like this makes more sense to me, which is why I kind of justify my purchase. Also, extra justification, my birthday, Christmas, reasons to spend money. I have a problem. All that to say, I've invested in a Kobo, guys. We're gonna open this and I'm gonna give you guys a review. Color. This feels so much better to me. The way you can hold it, you can just grip it properly and you don't have to worry about your thumb changing pages or clicking things. I love that my finger can be at the bottom and I don't have to worry about clicking anything. So far it feels great. I have bought a little case for it and a pop socket, but honestly I don't think I'm gonna need the pop socket. I can get a firm grip on it, and like if I'm sitting like this, I know that's not gonna fall on me. I've also bought a stylus, but a dupe version of it. They're all on delivery, so hopefully they come some point today so I can like set that all up and show you. It's asking me if I want the Kobo Plus trial. I've never used Kobo Plus before, so I may sign up to this, but I think I'm gonna do this afterwards. I've already got some library books that are ready to read, so I'm gonna go through those first and then I'll start the trial. You can see right at the top, it says Overdrive. So you know I'm logging straight into that. We're on the library. Okay, so guys, I got Overdrive on, you see? So, you know, you can get access to all these books. Now, here's the problem. I already have a book that I'm reading right now, and I don't know how to find it on here, and I'm having the hardest time. Like, I'm scrolling. And like, firstly, let me tell you this moves way faster than the Kindle. I don't know if my Kindle's getting old. I don't know why it would be getting old. It's been a year. Imagine I've done all of this and I can't even get the library book that I'm trying to read on here. I need help, please. I don't know how to get it, girl. How do I get it? Okay, view your public library holds. No. I've just found it. Oh, I'm such a donut. Okay. If you have books that you've already you've checked out basically at the library, they're in my books. Okay, I feel like everybody and their mom probably would have figured that out, but I thought you could only access them in the library section, but no, they just go straight to your library, my book section, basically, ready for you to read. And the first one we're actually going to read is Court of Silver Flames. This is in my 10 before the end, so we're going to get to this now because that thick ass book, that book was cramping my hands. Okay, oh my goodness, guys. Okay, so I got up to go get Court of Silver Flames. Like, you don't know how big this book is, and look at what arrived. I think this is the case. I think one of them might be the stylus, because every time I say to myself I'm gonna stop spending, I'm gonna, you know, save my coins, I found another way to spend. Oh, so this is the little MagSafe, the little Kobo Libra case. I just got a little pink number because I love me some pink. It just makes me happy. Here is the stylus that I got. Now, I seen one video with this girl on TikTok and she was like, oh, this is the stylus that I use for my Kobo Libra. So I was like, all right, let me get it then. Let me get it. I'll link everything down below. That's what that looks like. Oh, damn. Stylus is nice. I forgot to check if this pen fits in this case. Before we actually get to putting the case on it, I'm going to see how this works. Are you write on your library books? Start reading. Ew. Oh my God, this part was so amazing. Okay, that's an ugly heart. And then you can highlight. Oh wait, no, damn it. Okay, let me check the instructions. Oh guys, I forgot forgot to show you. Oh, this is so chaotic. But look, it changed. It turns. I love this. Oh my days. Oh my days. Yay. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I said to myself that maybe I'll give it like a little trial and see how I feel. This is staying with me. I'm wondering if like I should sell this, but the only thing is I don't think I should because I like Kindle Unlimited a bit too much. So consumerism is my biggest enemy. I'm never gonna buy a house with these type of antiques. Don't watch all the mess. I just did the unboxing. I pieced her together. She looks very cute. Didn't put this on. I think I might put it on the Kindle instead or on my phone. It would piece together so nicely. However, I don't think I'm gonna need this. She's already really comfortable to hold. Not to mention if I fold this case back, it doesn't make sense to have the pop socket there. But I have seen another girl on TikTok where she basically adds a Velcro to this area. So she steams this off and then she puts Velcro on here and here so you can just remove this off your case. But honestly, she holds really nicely and there's enough foam space for me so I don't rely on the back of my hand. But this is how she's looking. I made a big boo-boo. I've bought a case that doesn't hold the pen. I am notorious for losing stylus pens. The amount of Apple pencils I've had to purchase should be illegal. So I think I might have to make a second investment into a case which holds the pen. My bank account is crying right now. So we're gonna take this into the wild. And when I say into the wild, I mean on the couch right there and start reading and see how we feel. Let me make a second cup of tea and then we'll get to testing this out. Back. I'm chapter 45 now, and let me tell you about my reading experience so far. So far, love the buttons. The pen at the start was a little bit fiddly. Okay, so to use the pencil, you can just write normally. If you want to highlight, you need to click the bottom, which is closer to the tip. You got to press and hold it to highlight like this. And then if you want to erase it, you have to press the top of the button, which is further up, and you got to hold it, and then you can like erase. So that's how you have to use it. So it might take a little getting used to, but I feel like I've got the hang of it. But sometimes when you go to write, it does stuff like this, see? Like it does have palm rejection, but I've seen that somebody said if you change it so it only swipes to change the page, as opposed to like tapping to changing the page, then it will help out when you're using a stylus. I might take auto rotate off, and then anytime I need to switch it, I'll just click the rotation button here and then just choose which way I want it to, instead of having it doing it automatically. Okay, so damn. Let's talk about the Kobo Libra. Literally the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that I've found so far. It's been about 5 days since I've been reading on this. I finished Court of Silver Flames. Oh, adverts. I clocked it this time. So as I was saying, I joined the Kobo Plus trial. Firstly, I was worried because I was thinking there's not much books on here, but I did some deep digging and I actually found some books that are on my TBR. There are some audiobooks on there that I can actually read and a couple series that I definitely want to start. So I'll take you guys through that, but I think I might do it in another video. So I might do a separate video where I do like a reading vlog, reading Kobo Plus books, and I'll share some recommendations or any books that I found that I think you guys might like. Let's just talk about some things that I love. My brain is like running at 100 miles per hour. I've got some notes on the side so I don't forget to say anything, but I'm going to try and make this as clear as possible. So first thing I'm going to say that I enjoy is the buttons. So what I really like about them is the fact that you can turn on the device with the buttons. There we go. I didn't see that's what I also like as well. I like that the buttons, you have to press them a little bit firmly, so you can't really accidentally press this. If you are worried that you're going to accidentally press this and turn on the Kindle and waste your battery, turn on the Kindle, oh my gosh, turn on the Kobo and waste your battery, then you can actually edit how long you have to press the buttons to wake the device up in the settings. So you can have it like set for like 5 seconds, so you have to hold this for 5 seconds to turn on the device. I do find it convenient because the button is located in an awkward spot at the back, which I do really enjoy because I have my Kindle here. The way I hold my Kindle, my finger is literally on the little button. That's the on button right there. That is how my hand rests. So every time I apply a bit too much pressure or I lean against something, there you go, I've just turned it on. It gets a little bit annoying. I was thinking about switching these buttons around because you can. So my hand naturally fits like this, so my fingers rest on the top of the button. So I was considering switching it around. I have decided I definitely need the pop socket on here. I'm also definitely going to remove this off. It makes it a lot easier to hold and switch between the buttons comfortably. Also, it make the device lighter to not have this on it. I will probably put that in the Kobo Plus reading vlog. I'm going to attempt to take this off. We'll see how it goes. One of the things I found quite tricky was zooming in and zooming out. In my opinion, it's not very intuitive. So when you zoom in the Kindle, it doesn't matter how strong you pinch or push out, it only moves with like one font. Whereas on here, it will zoom all the way in or zoom out to the point where it looks like you're reading like a document. The work around it is they have a little circle which works on like a magnifying glass or a preview circle, so you can see the size of the text, and in that you just want to play around till you hit a size that you like, and then you can remove your fingers and that's the size. So use that. Don't just be pinching mindlessly because it it will get very jarring, and that's what happened to me. Another tip for anyone that's going to be using this to annotate their books, I recommend you find a decent margin size and line spacing that's comfortable for you, because as you start note taking, if you change the size, your notes, they won't disappear, but they will go into these little brackets, which you can tap on and like see what you've written. There's also a button that you can return back to the original sizes that you had before, so the notes show up on your book again. You can change around font sizing, line spacing, and margins if you change everything around. Now, I didn't change my font. I love keeping it as a default publisher font. Just a point on the negative side for this Kobo is the fact that dark mode is not easily accessible with the Kindle, where literally you can swipe down and you can just toggle between that, and then it's just super easy. And with the Kobo, you have to go into your settings, and then you scroll down, and then you find where it says dark mode, and then you can tap dark mode on like that, and then when you return back to the book, it's in dark mode. But the negative side to this again is once you return back to, like, I want to say your home page where all your books are, everything goes back white. If you tap the menu button, for example here, you see it's all white, but once you hit dark mode in the Kindle, it don't matter what you click on. This is so awkward, I'm sorry guys. See, everything is just black. Everything is in dark mode. Even when you return back to your home screen, all your books you can see. But the problem is on the Kobo, when you return back to the home screen, it's white, but then when you click on your book, it's in dark mode. So I don't really enjoy that about it. Yeah, it's like, why would they not just make an option to make everything dark? But it's really annoying. This is the thing with these two devices. Like, they're so great, and there's parts of them that you just, you know, if you ever dated two people and just been like, oh, you like things about both of them, and like if you could combine those two people, but then you feel like the worst person ever. Anyway, that's what these two devices are to me. I'm like, I wish there could be like a combination of both of them, and I'm sure it's probably like the books or something like that. I don't know. I'm not buying another e-reader. Maybe if you guys ask me to do a review on it, I'll consider it. But oh guys, there's another thing I'm obsessed with, because if you know me, I have my Notion journal. I love the analytic side of reading. Like, I don't know if that just makes me like the biggest dork ever, but I don't care. I feel like everyone on the book space kind of does love it, so that's why you guys are my people. Okay, tap, if you can see there's this little analytics button. Well, it looks like a little graph. When you click it, you can literally see how much percentage you've gone through this chapter, how many minutes left to go, how many minutes in the next chapter, and average how long this book's gonna take to finish. You can actually go to your reading stats. So if you go onto the more option of the page, and then you click activity, so you can see percentage of books you have finished, books finished, the total hours of reading, and some more stats on here. One of the things that I thought I was gonna hate is the fact that you can't see the time on your book. So you can see it on the menu page, but if you open a book, it doesn't show the time at the top, and I thought this was going to be really annoying. But I find that I get so much more immersed in reading when I don't see the time. However, if you do love having the clock on top of that, I think there's a plugin that you can use to get the time on. I personally don't think I'm going to bother doing it, because again, as I said, I've enjoyed not having it. And if I really need to check the time, you can just tap, like I can just tap top corner. I could just tap to get the time in the top corner, and then tap back to get rid of it. So one more thing that I love about this is the fact that you can dog your pages. Like, that is so cute. Tell me that's not way better than like the little bookmark. Those are some of the things that I really love about the Kobo. Now, the real question is, will I be switching to Kobo completely? No, not yet. Honestly, if Kobo had the same selection as Kindle, I think I'd be there already, because I just think the device itself is so much better. They do have decent books on there, so I will be having a look. I will be going through those. This is a common thing that a lot of people love about the Kobo, is when you go to the homepage, you're not bombarded with new books to purchase. You're kind of shown the books you have already, and then they encourage you to go to your library. And even when you're discovering new books, you can see like there is the option to just search your library, right? If you do find a book on the Kobo store, you can actually click the toggle which says place a hold at my library instead of purchasing the book. But yeah, the little things like not forcing ads on you, like, isn't it ridiculous that I bought this device and then had to pay for them to not advertise to me? That makes no sense. And then meanwhile, you've got Kobo like pushing library books on you, like they give you two different vibes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Kobo as an overall brand and whether or not they're actually a great company or not. I don't know. They're both really big companies, but I do like the vibe over here a lot more. Also, the color, the books in colors. Oh yeah, I enjoy searching for books on the Kobo, and I think it's because the books are in color. I don't really like looking for books on here. I tend to search on my phone and then just download them over here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say to you guys. I can't even remember. I hope that's everything that I was meant to tell you. Oh, so one of the things I did tell you guys about the Kindle was that they have the 99p deals, and that's where I was getting a bit like sucked in. You get the 99p deals over here as well. A lot of the times I found if the book is selling for 99p on Amazon, you can get it on Kobo too as well for 99p. I have actually purchased some books from the 99p deal. I got Kennedy Ryan Real, and I also purchased Catherine Center the rom-commers. I've got this this book on my shelf, so I know that at some point I'm going to need to read that, and I just think it would be so much more convenient to read it on here. I think I'd get through a lot more books. Lately, I've literally only been reading at bedtime. Like, I hardly get time to read in the day unless I'm filming, so it is handy to have them on my devices. I think that's all I've got to say right now. I'm going to continue to use this device to read on the Kobo Plus, and I'll be back with you guys with another video. So if you want to see that, definitely subscribe, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling with this device. Future videos. Bye. Also comment down below if you do want me to get like the books and do a review on that one. I don't know how my bank account will feel about it, so just let me know in advance. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful. Links for everything that I did purchase in this video will be down below if you decide that you want to use any of them. Bye.